It's Saturday, November 4th, and there's a huge slate of NHL action tonight with 15 games taking place. So let's try to pare this down and create 2 3-game parlays that come in around even money. We'll start it off in Dallas and Vancouver. And the Canucks, they just spanked San Jose 10-1. That gives them wins in 5 of 6. They've scored 5 or more goals in 3 of their last 4. And on the season, they've scored 2 or more in all but 1 game. They also have allowed 2 or more goals in 7 of 10 games. Vancouver, they scored the most average goals in the league right now at 4.60, and they have the second-ranked power play. The Stars, their opponents today, are riding a 3-game winning streak. Those scores have been 4-3, 4-3, 5-3. They're winners of 6 of 7. They've scored 4 or more goals in 5 of their last 6, but they've also allowed 2 or more goals in 7 of 9 this season. I think this looks like a prime of both teams to score 2 or more goals to start off this parlay. Next up, let's go Colorado and Vegas. Now the Knights are flying. They only have 1 random loss to, of all teams, Chicago, so far this season. Now, otherwise, it's 10 wins and 10 wins where they've scored at least 3 or more goals. They've even scored 3 in that loss, but they have allowed 2 or more goals in each of their past 8. This probably does look like a both teams to score 2 or more goals against Colorado, who have had won 6 straight, but then they had 2 4-0 losses before a 4-1 win. So given some of that a little uncertainty with Colorado, I think I'm just going to play it safe and go Vegas over 1.5. And the final leg will come in Calgary and Seattle. Now, after a shaky start, Seattle is slowly rounding into a little bit better form. They now have back-to-back wins and wins in 3 of 5. They've scored multiple goals in each of their last 5, but they've also allowed multiple goals in each of those 5 as well. Calgary, though, they've not shaken their poor start to the season. They've now lost 6 in a row. They've also allowed multiple goals in all 10 games. Let's go Seattle over 1.5. So that's Seattle to score at least 2, Vegas to score at least 2, and both teams to score 2 or more. Between Dallas and Vancouver, that comes in at plus 103 odds. Now let's move on to the next parlay, but if you're liking this NHL content, be sure to give this video a like, drop your picks in the comments section down below, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for more picks all season long. Now parlay number 2 is going to start off with Winnipeg and Arizona. Now this is not the tight defensive team of the Jets of past seasons. They've allowed 2 or more goals in 9 of 10 games this season. They've allowed 3 or more goals in each of their past 3, where they've lost all 3 of those games. However, they have scored 2 or more goals in 9 of 10 games as well. So both teams have scored 2 in Jets games. It's 8-2 so far this season, and it's 4-1 in the past 5 games for the Coyotes, their opponents today. But Arizona themselves, have scored 2 or more goals in 7 straight, as well as in 8 of 10. The 2 times where they failed to score at least 2, those both came on the road. They are at home here, so that's good news for this bet. Arizona is also a top 10 power play team. They're 10th. Both teams, though, are bottom 6th in PK, so that should create some more scoring opportunities tonight. Let's go both teams to score 2 or more goals between the Jets and the Coyotes. And next up, it's Boston and Detroit. Now, the Bruins, they still have just 1 loss. They also still haven't scored fewer than 3 goals in a game. The Wings, they've lost 4 or 5, and they have allowed 2 or more goals in 10 of 11. The Bruins probably win this game, but they certainly should keep scoring and get at least 2 goals. And the final leg will be the Rangers and the Wild. Now, we see a lot of both teams to score 2 or both teams to score 3 or more in Minnesota games. One or the other has hit in each of the past 9 games for the Wild. It happens, though, much less when the Rangers play. They give up the second fewest shots against per game. Now, Minnesota, they've lost 4 straight. They've given up 5, 4, 3, and 6 goals. They've also given up 3 or more goals in 7 in a row. They allow the 4th most shots on target as well. The Rangers, they're 3rd in power play percentage, while Minnesota is dead last in PK percentage. The Rangers have scored 2 or more goals in 9 of 10 games. Usually I like these both teams to score props with Minnesota, but not against the Rangers. I'm just going to ask the Rangers to score 2. So that's Rangers over 1.5, Bruins over 1.5, and the Jets and the Coyotes, both teams to score 2 or more. I got that at plus 113 odds. So there you go, 2 parlays paring down today's heavy slate of NHL action. Whether you follow these picks or like other picks, good luck with all of your NHL picks on Saturday.